Hey everybody, this is Sam here with Colin.
What's up, guys?
We're playing 1988's amazing game, Super Mario Bros. 2. Nintendo's 125th anniversary is coming up, and we are celebrating that by playing a bunch of Nintendo games. How appropriate.
It's awesome, and this game is special because we were lied to for so long, Sam. We didn't know the truth about this particular
Have you
game.
ever played Doki Doki Panic,
I
the
haven't.
game this was based on?
I haven't.
It's great. It's still made by Shigeru Miyamoto. It was an awesome, unique, cool game that came out in Japan, and here we got it reskinned to Super Mario Bros. 2. And hey, the actual Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan, Lost Levels, I think it kind of stinks, at least compared to this.
Yeah, this is a better game. Lost Levels is special because it's basically just like a DLC pack.
Yeah, it is. It's so a DLC pack, and it's so hard. But it doesn't do anything new except for make a very hard-to-control Luigi. This game, on the other hand, was so vastly different from Super Mario Brothers, but it had a few elements. I love that. Like, they didn't remake a game at all. For now we know why. But man, it's so unique, and like even in this first level, you don't see any elements of Super Mario Brothers except for a mushroom and a turtle shell.
Yeah, and it makes more
and
it makes more sense with that hindsight, right? Like that we understand why that probably why that definitely is. But it was something I said to Altano before too. It made a lot of sense for the time because all of the sequels, or not all, but a lot of sequels on NES, whether we're talking about Castlevania, whether we're talking about Metal Gear, whether we're talking about this, and other games, were different from the original, and so. That was something we were kind of used to.
So this game takes place in Subcon, which is a different area than the Mushroom Kingdom. And, of course, I didn't even get that when I was a kid. It's subconscious, because, spoilers, it's all a dream. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
Subcon.
It is. And the ending of the game, not that we're going to see it because we're only going to play the very beginning, is so awesome. With Wart, who's a totally different character.
A great character.
Yeah, he is.
He's
a great
animated.
Character.
That's one thing about this game is that the boss characters are just animated so beautifully. They all have a lot of moving parts, and they're really interesting. I'm a Fry guy man myself. What about you?
Yeah, I can get down with that. I mean, I'm a more of a Mauser kind of dude.
Oh man, Mauser's so funny. Mauser 1 or 2 though.
Mauser 1, just because it was fighting the early bosses in the game was so different than fighting
bombs.
Yeah, it was. We were used to fighting Bowser over and over again on the bridge in Mario 1, and then we get to this, and there are different bosses with some unique styles. And
you got Cloglip.
Yes.
Triclide.
Yeah, there's awesome enemies in this game, and I'm so glad we got it, even if we were kind of lied to.
So this was the first game that and this is, we're of the same generation. This is the first game I remember that was significantly hyped before it came out, because everybody liked Super Mario Brothers, and there was a Super Mario Brothers TV show, cereal. Everybody had pencils in school and bookmarks, but Super Mario Brothers 2 had an entire magazine cover that just was ubiquitous. I mean, when that issue of Nintendo Power showed up in my school, everybody was just crowded around it, reading about Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, and it was that awesome claymation kind of style, and
it was the claymation cover, and there was a really cool fold-out in it that had the cartoons of all the characters in the game, and people just obsessed over that, and it was such cool designs. And of course, we had never seen Birdo or Ninja or like any of these crazy enemies before, so it was just so vastly different. It was such a great sequel in that sense, and sequels aren't really like that much anymore.
No,
it's the Miss Pac-manification of games. You just change some things and make them better, but this couldn't be more different. And honestly, the leap from this to Super Mario Bros. 3, again, huge difference.
So Sam, let me ask you, who is you? Because I'm a Toad guy.
Yeah.
Toad seemed like he's not super balanced, but he's. I liked his style. I liked what he brought to the table. Were you a Mario guy? Were you a Tell me you weren't a Luigi guy because he's just unplayable.
No. Well, here's the thing: is that I went through.
Oh God.
I've changed it over the years. So I originally started out as a princess guy.
Interesting, because of the float.
Yeah, because I was a little kid, and I was like, oh, this is such a great advantage, and you can get to crazy parts of the level. So that was the way I initially explored Super Mario Bros. 2, which is full of secrets and has a lot of warps and cool stuff. So I really like that. And then I discovered that Luigi could jump a little higher. So again, I used them for exploration and not for speedrun dominance.
Right.
And now I definitely play as Mario or Toad. I like Mario.
Yeah, Mario's fun.
Toad is great just to get extra lives because you get so many of these coins, and those coins, of course, add to your ability to spin the, what is it called, the slot machine.
Yeah, which, by the way, you saw my terrible performance. By the way, I don't know if you...
I just hit the button a lot for that.
I haven't played the game in a long time, maybe since college or even high school, like really seriously. And it's just funny how you don't forget how to play.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not playing very well, but you kind of remember the rules of the game. You remember how it feels, and this game has a really unique feel. It's not loose. It's very tight. I mean, that was the hallmark of a lot of these early NES games.
I mean, I think I've made this joke about other games before, but like Desert Island NES development kit, I could probably remake this game pretty closely to what it is.
Really?
Just I played it that much.
Yeah, it's definitely a super special game. So this is basically, by the way, a celebration of our our celebration of the 125th birthday of Nintendo, and so we have our 125 favorite games that were published by Nintendo. Is that the rule that we're kind of going with on this one?
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely something that we have to keep under wraps for now. But we're just playing these games and having fun with them. However, that's all we can probably show you of Super Mario Bros. 2, unfortunately. But we'd like to play more of this, and I think, Colin, you specifically have plans to play more, right?
Yeah, for sure. I want to do. People really enjoyed my Let's Plays of Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. So I want to do Mario 1, 2,
they're
and
more
3.
than Let's Plays. We're talking about like you wrote guides for these games and can play them expertly.
For sure. And they were,
and it takes a little bit of practice ahead of time.
Yeah, it does.
And then you run through them.
Yeah, and then we run through them, and it's fun, and it kind of lets people, maybe enjoy some of these games they remember or that they never got to play, because I really think that these are essential games to play, much more essential than a lot of the games we're playing today. So we're really excited about that.
Great. So we'll leave you off here with the second death of Birdo, and keep checking back for more of our Let's Plays of NES stuff. And thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you.